Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am Son of Alistair, and as you can see we are back on the SuperFlat Plus, and we're getting ready to go start trying to lay out how we're going to be doing our terraforming and stuff like that. So we did decide that we're not going to actually do the base in this spot right over here. We're actually going to be going down here. As you can see, I got a bunch of black markers outlined. So this whole entire area, we're going to follow the shoreline pretty much around this, and we're going to come up across here, and then we're going to come out to here with like a barrier, and then we're going to fill in the in-between with water. So it's going to be quite a bit of work, but I think we could get it handled. But I need to go get everything laid out and down. And also, just to let you guys know, I am currently sick, so if my voice sounds a little off or if I'm like sniffling or coughing during this, I do apologize. I haven't really felt great all day today, but tis what it is. But I hope everybody else is doing well today. And yeah, we got just started daytime. We got a little bit more paper when we went out the last time. We don't have any gunpowder though, so we are gonna have to set up a gunpowder farm. But first, I think that we should go ahead and fly out there, start trying to put down some of our first blocks. We are going to have to get rid of these because we're not going to technically need these anymore. That was this if we decide to do it here. So, okay, cool. So we're going to go ahead and go over to here to about probably this spot right here, and I want to outline this whole entire area. Probably we'll go like this, even though this is all stony shore and this is technically supposed to be land. We're gonna just follow this part of the shoreline, and then we'll probably come up, and I don't know if we'll do this here or if we'll come all the way over to here yet. We'll figure that part of it out, but we're gonna go ahead and see if we can't get some of this laid out. Pretty much my goal today is to just get the outline of the shore down, hopefully. Alright, so the way that I want to do this is I'm going to use the gradient of the grass here. So let me get out the blocks that we're going to be needing. We'll technically do brown here, I guess, since this will be the beginning of the shoreline. So say we start like right here. Then I guess we would just do this gradient right here. Something like this. Guess we could go through and break up all these corners like this. Should have brought some shears with us. If we go back at all, we'll have to pick some up. Not a big deal. Alright, that should be good for there. And we'll try to keep continuing this along. Let's see. Probably go to this, and then try to connect over to here. We may need to actually make more farms for wool for these specific colors. Guess we could do this across here. I wish this was more of like a clear gradient. We want to follow this green. So we need to go like this. Okay. Then we should be good now, I believe. So we'll follow this around. Also, I apologize if this part of it is boring for you guys, but at least once we get it all laid out, you'll be able to actually see how everything's going to be laid out and looking. Alright, how's this looking on the map? It's looking pretty good so far, I think. I think it's looking pretty good. Get rid of this name. Alright, we will continue on. Do we kill these slimes? I feel like the slime's gonna be the hardest part of all of this. It's almost nighttime. Makes it a little bit harder to see the gradient of the grass here. So I think we may head back, sleep real quick, but Let me try to see if we can kill a few creepers first, because we are in desperate need of some gunpowder, you know what I mean? I see our first victim over here. Let's go say hello. Come here, Mr. Creepers. Don't blow up. You need more. Ah! That's fancy. There's freaking arrows everywhere. Alright, how much we got? We got 35. Let's kill this guy and the guy over there. Actually, there's two guys over there we could go kill. Go kill that one. Actually, that has two people over here. Now we can go kill this guy. And that'll put us at 40 something, 50 something. There's also this guy over there. Freaking spider, go away, dude. Alright, I think we're about good. We'll kill this one last one. Alright, let's go back to the base. Turn in what we've got. Turn it into some rockets so that way we have more than 25. We already got quite a bit of it laid out. It's starting to kind of take shape for what I want it to be, but we're essentially going to be bringing this all the way over to here. So we're going to need a lot more wool more than likely. So I'm thinking that we're probably going to end up having to make a couple of extra wool farms specifically for the colors that we're using for like land and whatnot. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead, fly back, and sleep, and turn these into rockets, and we'll be right back. I made a few more rockets. At least we're not gonna be running out right away. And if we need more, we can always kill a few more creepers at nighttime. We also have a stack of paper in here just in case, so should be good to go. But I think that we may actually take our bed with us so we don't have to keep coming back to sleep. And while we're here, let's go ahead and grab up the rest of the brown dye that's in here. And yeah, that should be good for now. And we'll go ahead and head back, get this stuff laid out. There's still stuff burning up over there. I don't think we left any gunpowder anywhere. Alright, we'll definitely have to fill those spots back in later. Because, yeah, that won't be too good to leave there when we're trying to refill in the water. Okay, keep going around this. It's really taking shape. It's looking really good. And then once we get to like right around this dip right here where we see it come over, we'll try to see if we can't make a channel across. Stupid slimes are everywhere. We are about at that area, so we're gonna do temporary point here. It's over there. Alright, so we're like freestyling it pretty much. Okay, so we'll do temporary waypoint. We'll do it like this. Okay, that'll work. And then we need to take this over there. So we're gonna need you to fuck off. Okay, the next one is over here. Get rid of all these. And then dude, these slimes are bullies. All right, now we need to get rid of these. And we can get rid of these waypoints also. That ain't what we want to do. We want to follow this one all the way around. Okay, cool. So we need to get rid of this. And we need to follow essentially this line. This should come out like this. Then it'll come in here. It's hard to distinguish this grass type here because it looks so similar. Goes around this. Okay. Alright, we need to kill these off. Sleep real quick. Also eat. Wait. Now we just continue. Alright, we are in need of more wool. That out. I think we have more brown somewhere. Is this it? Looks like it. Well, we may need to switch to a different color at some point, maybe. That will signify land. Hey, at least we're getting into the gray stuff now. So it'll be a little bit easier to follow. But so far, it looks so good. So good. We were able to make it quite a long ways here, too, so far. We've made it about, I'd say, a quarter of the way-ish. Let's see. How far can we get? I know there's some of you probably saying, you're not going exactly with the color palette. I know that. It's okay. It's how we want it to be. Alright, we want to meet up over there, so we're gonna... Yeah, we need to keep going till we get to this spot. Need to meet it across there. So, here we need to go that way. Alright, so, how far do we get? Well, we got a pretty good portion of it laid out so far for this. Now, we could start marking out. Actually, yeah, let's do that. This way. We're going to start marking out the ocean with what we've got. Then we're going to have to figure out a way that we're going to be able to get wool a little bit faster, because we're going to need so much more than what we're producing right now because it's extremely slow. So, but I'll have to look up farms and try to figure out one that'll work out best. I may make the farm off camera though. That way I can do a couple different ones and see which one's going to work best for us, and without, taking up a whole entire episode. All right, so need to go here. Guess we could do green or something. And then from the green, we'll transition to probably light blue. Throw that out. Pick these up. Then pretty much this right here is just going to be a placeholder for essentially the end of the, not the end of the world, but the end of the build that we're doing. I know there's not much commentary in this episode, and I do apologize. But I want to make sure that we're getting everything laid out properly. And so far, it's this is what we've got. So we've got this whole area here, which is going to be, I guess you would say, the shoreline. And then we're going to be marking this out here. And then we're going to be taking it all the way out to this. We're almost there. But then we're going to try to cut across, but we're going to cut across kind of at a diagonal to about right there. Should be fine. It's also almost nighttime, so we're going to need to sleep real quick. Hey. Big bully. I'm just going to gradually increase the rows. Holy, getting gang banged. Yeesh. Listen here. Y'all gotta go. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay. Trying to keep these as straight as possible, so that way when we do end up starting to lay the water in, it actually looks good and it's not just all wonky in areas and easy to place. Alright, so going to that area over there. Forget about the rest of these, and then we'll start doing cyan. We'll just transition it. Throw that out. Don't think we'll be able to see any of that, so that should totally be fine. We actually don't even need to bring it out all the way. We could just go technically like around this area. So technically, I could go straight down from here just to make it easier. We go straight down until we get to like Probably like right here-ish, right? To that one. So we just keep going south. All right, yeah. Let's do that. So we just got to keep heading this way. All right, let me just make sure. Yep, we're still on path. All right, this should work out actually, because that keeps it farther away from like this point here, but it'll also be fine for us. We honestly only need to go like probably to right here. Yeah, let's do that. On the cyan. I don't remember seeing this. Wait, what? We was literally so close to it on like day 4 or 5 or some shit like that. Oh my gosh. Well, that's good to know. That one's actually like somewhat on the ground a little bit. Right there, anyways. Go ahead and sleep real quick. Man, I can't believe that there's a monument right there. We would have found that so much sooner if we would have just went a little bit more over. Crazy. Go fly over there where it is supposed to be the end, and we can start there so that way we don't go way past where we need to be. I don't know how I want to do the edges yet, like the part of it that's not going to be a part of the map. So if you guys have any suggestions for me, definitely leave them down in the comments below and I'll check them out. Would be greatly appreciated. I was thinking maybe doing like mountains or something like that, but it'd be cool if we could figure out a way to like blend it better to where it's not so abruptly ended. Alright, so let's just say this spot right here is the end of where we need to terraform to, so go ahead and just start pulling this out as far as we're able to. And then we have dark blue we could also use for this part too. Kind of wanted to keep it color coordinated, but if we're going to be running out of colors real easily, we either need to make a better farm or we're going to have to figure something else out because, yeah, this was hours and hours and hours of AFK trying to get it up to be able to come out here and line this stuff up. I knew we would be needing a lot, obviously, but I underestimated how slow that farm is. Alright, that was all of those. Now, on to the dark blue. I really love this color of blue. It's so nice. Hopefully we'll have enough to finish framing this out. I know we got to go quite a bit. Oh, we need to go like another 2,000 meters. We'll see. Man, leave me alone. Yep, we're so close. Alright, what else do we got? We got black. We could use black. Black will work, actually. Should be getting close. Glad we decided to go in a straight line, because this may have been a little bit ridiculous if we were curving the whole time. Alright, perfect. Now we have the entirety of the ocean lined out. And then you guys can see we've started the landmass here. And you can see it's starting to take shape. We're going to bring this all the way around here, all the way up into this, all the way around here. This is going to be a big coastal shore. And then it's going to come down into about over here. Now, this should be about enough to where we won't be able to see the shoreline from here. I'll have to test that at some point, but if it is, we could always push this back a little bit further, like curve it out or whatever if we need to. But yeah, we definitely made quite a bit of progress putting all the land stuff down, but I am gonna need to figure out how we want to do the rest of it. Do I want to use this green? Because I kind of want to, I like the brown because then we could actually see it. And this is a good representation of about how much color we have. Like this full blue bar right here is about how much we have of the entire color. And it was about the same amount of each color. So this blue line here is a good representation. Although that makes me wonder if we have more blue dyes somewhere else. Not for sure. Definitely need more brown dye. My head back to base. We'll figure it out. I want to check this area out real quick though, because didn't even know this was here. It's crazy. Really wish we knew this was here because this would have been pretty useful to us. Look at all that. Actually, I want to get that. That sucks. I guess we could build over it with wool. Not that big of a deal, eh? How many more we got? I think those are the only two that I see, other than the two that's over there. There possibly might be one on top of this platform. There is. Nothing good. Don't see any more over there. Grab up all this paper because paper means we'll be able to make a few more rockets at least. Perfect. Now let's head back to the base. Guess we could come out here and try to pick up as much of that lava as we can at some point. All of this area that is from here all the way that way is all going to be water. So all of this eventually will be completely filled with water. But before we completely fill it with water, I probably want to get the sand duper up and then at least place a layer of sand down. Or we might get the... I'm not sure. We'll see how we're going to do it because I kind of want to mark this land out and get it to gradually come up because this right here is going to be Y level 64. I think I agreed with myself, or I agreed with myself on. So we're gonna have to find a way to transition this all the way up to Y level 64. So we may still need to push this wall back further, but this will be a good little starting point for us. I'm still thinking about if we should try to straighten out this area here. Might be a good idea. Like all of this that's crooked. It sucked to have to come pick all this stuff back up, but it would look a lot better if we was to do it all uniform. But I guess, I mean, on a grander like scheme of things, you're not going to be able to see that. So I guess it ain't that big of a deal. But yeah, as you guys can see, we've already got the ground marked out, pretty much started, not fully marked out, but where we want to do it. And then we're going to bring this all the way around to here, all the way around to here, over to this cove, and then this blue line with the black, and then this blue that comes up all the way around. All of that in between here and this line for the shore is all going to be water. Then we're going to get this to gradually come up to Y level 64. Then this will all be shoreline, and then it'll go into mountains up here. So, um, yeah. Or it'll go into plains and then into mountains. We'll make it work. We are going to go ahead and end this one off here so that way I can try to look into a new, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But I think we're making pretty good progress. I think you guys can kind of get an idea to see what I've got in my head. Pretty much I want to be able to fly an elytra all around the coastline here without being able to see that this is the end of the ocean. I want this to look like a vast ocean out in all directions. So if we do end up having to push this back some, we may do that. But for the time being, I think it'll be plenty far because we only need about about 400 blocks away with our render distance up to 20, which we can lower it even lower than that, honestly. So yeah. With that being said, I believe, like I said, we're going to end it off here. If you guys made it this far, thank you guys so much. You guys are truly amazing. And we will catch you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.